Welcome, my dear friend, to Turn Up the Love. So this video is an introduction on what to expect. But first of all, I just want to honor you. Let's take a quick moment to take a deep breath in and out. You made it through actually the hardest part. Do you know that making that payment and making that commitment to show up for yourself is where most of the resistance and the blocks come from? And really, now you've actually said to yourself, you've said to the universe, you've said to all those parts of you that may have been in fear or doubt along the way, do you know what? I'm worth it. And I am no longer going to play in this Groundhog Day paradigm with these mouse wheel programs running through me. I am committed to turning up the love from the inside out. And the miracles and magic I find start from the moment that you commit. Now, what we're going to find is that we go through 3 acts in this program. You're going to feel like the opening act is quite slow in the pace that we're taking, particularly because we've said let's allocate 20 minutes a day. Now, the 20 minutes a day may be one big block at the beginning some days, or it may be little moments of thoughts and thinking and changing throughout the day. But this opening act I've created to gently prepare your energy. What I've found in the programs that I've run in the past is it can seem a little bit overwhelming energetically because we're not just working with the mind and the shifts in that. We are working through energetic transmissions through this program, which means that there is so much going on every time you listen to an audio, every time you watch a video. You are receiving the gifts of what is being transmitted and what is being energized through us connecting. And that is the gift of us working together, is that I am continually turning up the love in my own life. I walk my talk with authenticity, and if I'm not living and creating my greatest life every day, then I sit down and I have a good old talking to myself and I decide what needs to shift and change. A perfect example, you can see my hair is wet. I've been working so hard at getting all of this ready and up. And what I decided was that I needed a break. And so I went for a swim and I totally turned up the love, and now I'm here beaming with you and feeling the love already, because it has to start within. We have been taught to look outside ourselves. We've been taught to look for acknowledgement, for permission, and everything that is going to shift and change in you is going to start from the inside, changing those conversations that you have with yourself, changing the limitations, and when the resistance to do things that are for you comes up, we're going to do it anyway. So one of the challenges will be that there'll be some days where life becomes a little bit crazy and chaotic. I would just recommend keep going in whatever way that you can. This program, like all the other ones that I run, are not about doing it perfectly. It's about aligning with this commitment to yourself. And on the days that you fall over, pick yourself back up and off you go. There are also 2 videos that are going to support you for when you feel stuck or when things are rising. So definitely tune into those at the same time. So now I'm going to go into a little bit about the logistics, because it can seem and feel a little bit overwhelming. What you're going to receive is a link to a web hangout. With the web hangout, there is a password, and so fill all of that in, and then it should save on your computer. You will then have your Turn Up the Love companion, plus you'll have the Turn Up the Love journal. They're going to be your key things that you need in this first opening act, because it's really about gently, energetically preparing the stage for you, and even getting ready for the big block of 14 days in the middle, where you're going to be getting love activities daily, songs daily, activities daily, and so we really need to have you prepared and have all the groundwork ready for that. On that web hangout is everything that you need to complete the program. So if you're going to go away in the 28 days, I would encourage you to jump on there and download anything that you need. Otherwise, you will also be receiving the daily emails, and in those, it's going to give you all the information to get that day done for you. However, some people go away, then offline for a while, and we don't want that to prevent you from keeping going with the program. So we've got your opening act. Then what you're going to find is we've got this big chunk in the middle of the 14 days where we're going to transmute, transform, and just plow through all of this turning up the love vibration before moving into the completion of the closing act. And that finale is all about nurturing what has been growing, what seeds that we've planted in the first few stages, then how have we fertilized them, and then that final stage will be nurturing and nourishing it, and particularly celebration and acknowledgement of how do you implement this into your everyday life. Because this is the thing, Turn Up the Love is truly not just a program. It's a way of being, it's a way of living. It's about living through loving yourself first, knowing that when your cup is full, you have so much more to give. Your relationships are so much better, your career, every area of your life, when you're feeling full on the inside, gets this miraculous, beautiful gift traveling through it, because there is no then agenda, there's no attachment to the things that we do them through loving kindness because we feel full. We're not looking for anyone to validate us, to approve us, to accept us, because we feel that deeply within ourselves. So growing this self-love muscle takes time, takes commitment, and we're going to play together in this beautiful sacred space and know that you are so supported along the way. The gift that I've found in running, particularly the Turn Up the Love in this group coaching program, is the love and the support of the women and the men that come together throughout it. What you start to acknowledge is these little ahas of, oh, I'm not that crazy. Maybe other people feel and think the way that I do. And most importantly, maybe Kyla does. And it's realizing that this whole journey and adventure is about becoming more authentic with yourself. It's not about seeking perfection. It's about acknowledging when the thoughts that you're thinking or the feelings that you're feeling are maybe not so useful anymore and are creating these habits and behaviors that you want to shift and change. But we need to be gentle with ourselves throughout that process, because judging ourselves is not going to be useful at all. So as you take this beautiful adventure together, which I'm so grateful and excited to take with you, take it one day at a time. I am here to guide and support you. I have all of your intentions placed in this beautiful orb of sacred energy, and I'm going to be working with this throughout. We will have our one-on-one call, plus we'll have our group coaching calls, which are just this gift in themselves of really allowing each other to receive, to listen, to be heard, to be witnessed, and to just expand into greater levels of love. This is our aim, plus the intentions that you've set, but really it's about Act 1, coming together, expanding into greater levels of love so that you can have greater levels of confidence, happiness, success, and abundance, because it all begins by learning and discovering what the true self-love looks like and feels like for you. Enough for now, because you're probably ready to jump right in and download everything. Any questions, let me know. The first thing you need to do, download the companion, because that's going to give you the instructions for everything else. Make sure you click on the Zoom link, because the Zoom link will give you everything set up and ready for the group coaching and the coaching calls, and all of that will be recorded as well. And any questions, please let me know, especially in this beginning week. I want to make sure that you feel like you're in the flow, you know exactly what's going on, and know that I'm here to support. The programs that I create are not about buying an online program, then parking it in your computer. It's about complete transformation. And so I am here to make sure that we move through any resistance together, because it will rise. And we just need to accept the fact that as you expand out, there is going to be small contractions. That is one of the universal laws. So know that that gift is being aware that that's completely okay. Everything that rises to the surface is going to be the most beautiful gift of initiation, wisdom, and transformation for you. And I am here turning up the love by your side. Immense, immense love, and I look forward to taking this adventure with you. Mwah!